What's going on, guys? My name is John Nieves. We are here in Shanghai, China for the launch of Vivo's NEX3 flagship smartphone. Now, while Vivo is a name known in the Philippines for really good mid-range and entry-level phones, they're not exactly what you think of when you talk about flagship smartphones. Their NEX3 flagship, however, is one of the best that they've ever released and should put them on the same footing as rivals Huawei and Samsung. Why? Well, here's three reasons why Vivo's NEX3 flagship is one of the best it's ever put out. Number one is its overall design. While our review unit was a very conservative black, it also comes in a stunning two other colors for the 5G range. There's also the fact that it has a very big display as well as a waterfall full view display. What that means is the display actually goes into half of the side of the phone. So if you look at the sides of the phone, half of it is a waterfall display and half of it is a metal frame. This is the first time that we've ever seen the waterfall display on a smartphone before, at least commercially. Vivo's sister company Oppo actually came up with the waterfall display earlier this year, but Vivo beat them to the punch, offering this particular display technology on a commercial device. Number two is the fact that the NEX3 has three cameras on the back, and one of them is a 64 megapixel sensor. Having a 64 megapixel rear camera on a phone is still pretty rare at this point, which should attract a lot of people who are looking for the ultimate camera experience when they buy a flagship smartphone. Now, that 64 megapixel camera outputs images at 16 megapixels because of pixel binning, and is accompanied by two 13 megapixel sensors on the rear. One is an ultra-wide camera and another is a 2x optical zoom camera. We've taken a couple of sample shots so you can see what the 64 megapixel camera can do when it comes to shooting in both low light and regular light, as well in situations that have a lot of backlight. Vivo says that their camera can handle very harsh backlight and still deliver very good usable images, and I think they actually delivered on that promise. Now, take note that the camera software on the NEX3 device that we were lent with is not final. It's not final yet. They're going to be pushing a software update to make sure that the camera performs the best as it can when it officially launched in a couple of days. Number three is that the phone is a 5G monster. Now, we've seen Snapdragon's 855 Plus processor on the ROG Phone 2 and also the Black Shark 2 Pro, but this is the first time we've ever seen the Snapdragon 855 Plus in a phone that is not a gaming phone. Now, the Vivo NEX3 has 5G capability as well, aside from the Snapdragon 855 Plus processor. And to make sure that it performs really well in gaming, they also put a custom cooling solution in the phone as well. Aside from that, you can also expect 8 gig of RAM as well as 128 gig of storage if you're buying the 4G version, or 256 gig of storage if you are buying the 5G variant. The phone also has a pretty big battery, 4,500 mAh, and offers really fast charging at 44 watts. Now, the phone isn't necessarily aimed at mobile gamers, but because of the Snapdragon 855 Plus, because of the large battery, and because of the 44 watt fast charging, it is a great choice if you are actually looking for a phone that looks great and performs well too. Now, the biggest question we have for Vivo right now is the fact that it's not confirmed to land in the Philippine market as of yet. Vivo executives are looking into the possibility of bringing over the 4G version because we don't have 5G. But if they do bring the 4G version, it's probably going to cost around 37 or 38,000 pesos, which is a very good deal considering all of the things that you get in the NEX3. Will they actually bring the phone over to the Philippines? We don't know, but we really hope that they do, It's one of the best flagships that they ever made, and if they manage to retain the same pricing in the Philippines as they do in China for the 4G version, we think it's really going to sell well in our country. So that is it, guys, for our coverage here in Shanghai for the NEX3 smartphone. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that notification bell so you get an update exactly when we drop a new video. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about the phone or gadgets in general, just drop it down in the comment section and we'll try and get back to you. This is John Nieves from China. Peace out.